brand new show from Homebridge Financial called Building Your Dream, and I'm Ronnie Giberson, your host. I'm very excited about bringing you this program because we're bringing a program about home renovation with a new little twist. We're not only going to show you about home renovation and what you can do to a home, we're also going to show you how you can finance this into one mortgage loan at today's very low mortgage rates. So I'm very excited about doing this. And today for my first guest, I have Atiya Harris with Home Solutions Realty to talk about this program and what you can do in the real estate market with this product. Atiya, thank you for being on the show today.
Well, thank you so much for inviting me, Ronnie. It's a pleasure.
Oh, I appreciate you being here. We're going to talk about some things today that people we're discovering in the real estate market, and we've gotten this information from the National Realtor Association, and why home renovation can be a key part of this and how it can help them either take a home that they're currently living in and turn it into today's modern appliances and countertops and wood floors and everything people you see in new construction today without them having to move, or someone who's found the house in the right neighborhood and said, you know, it really is a great place, but it just doesn't have everything I want in it for my family. It may not have the counters in the kitchen or the appliances or the bathrooms, whatever the case may be. So we're going to talk about this today on the show, and we're going to start today with some important aspects of what the trends are in real estate. And one of the number one things that the NRA is telling us is people are looking for proximity to where they work when they're looking for a home. They want to cut that commute time. And that's a very important aspect for most people because it's not just about gas, it's about time. And you can always make more money, but you can't make more time. So that's something that's becoming very important to people. What are you finding in folks when they're out there looking for property right now, Atiya?
Well, I think you hit something right on the head. You have customers that tend to gravitate to new homes, but you do have some folks that like older homes. There are some good pluses. Oftentimes they come with larger rooms. They may have, depending on the builder, been made with more quality material than some of the materials that builders are using now today. So those folks that love the larger rooms and sometimes huge backyards, or brick. You know, brick is very expensive now, but in the older homes it's very affordable. So they're like, okay, I would like an older home. But again, you do have some things in the older homes that are outdated, right? So the solution for that, you have a remedy for that.
Definitely. We are allowing people to go in and basically update that home. And we're going to show you a great example today later in the show about a home we did here in South Park. This was built in 1970, and this was a real 1970s home. It still had wood paneling in it. It still had all the old stuff that came with a 1970 home. I think the only thing it didn't have was those avocado green appliances that they used to use back in the 70s. So
that's scary.
Yeah, it is. And we're excited about showing everyone this home today, and we will be doing that in the second segment. One of the other aspects that people are looking for as well in their home is the schools that they want their children to be in and proximity to their family and friends. So we're able to take this, and even though there's a lot of new construction out there, that new construction may be in areas that are far from where you work or may not be where you want your kids going to school, may not be close to your family and friends. There's all those things that come into it. And what this program is going to allow you to do is find that perfect spot and make that the perfect home. I like to call making someone else's home your own through this program. And what it allows you to do is purchase a home at a price that, you know, obviously when the home needs a lot of work, it's not going to be at the premium end of the market as homes are if they are up to date right now. And you can take that. We take the acquisition cost of the home, all the work that you want done, and we put it together, and we have that property appraised at the after finished condition so that you can get the full value of what you're doing to the work, to the home, and that is also what we base your down payment off of. So you can get into this for as little as 3.5% to 5% down on one of these homes in total acquisition cost.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity, especially for individuals that really love older homes, but they want modern day features. For example, the arched doorways, the granite countertops, hardwood floors, ceramic tile, and things of that nature, nickel knobs, and and all that. So with this renovation loan, I mean, it's totally excellent. They can buy the property at a low cost, then put a little bit into the loan price and repair that home, correct? And then they wind up with equity in that property. And then another thing that is awesome is that it's good for refinances. So if you already own your house, you can actually refinance and get monies and bring that property up to date, repair it, or do cosmetic changes to the kitchens and the bathrooms.
Definitely, Atiya. And the example we're going to use today, this particular property appraised for about 90% of what he had in it. So he had 10% equity still in the property after he got through with it. There's also some other amazing aspects to this particular property as well. But it does allow people to do that. And it also does something else, a feature that a lot of people want in today's homes is energy efficiency. You're able to take this program and incorporate all the energy efficiency items that are available to people today, such as new windows, new HVAC systems, new products for such as your ductwork, things that make your home more energy efficient. So not only are you going to be able to incorporate all these things, you're also going to be able to save anywhere from 10 to 30% on your energy costs.
Well, I think that's excellent. I mean, because that's one of the great features of the new homes. They have, you know, the energy efficiency that a lot of builders are doing, but then that buyer that loves the older homes can now add that in. So
definitely,
the fact that you can take this older home, get the larger rooms, possibly a property that was made with better material at the time, and upgrade it to
definitely
many of the features that's in the newer homes, it's like a win-win situation. And when you get into established neighborhoods, some folks say, hey, I want a neighborhood that's already established so I can know what it's going to turn out to be and what it's going to wind up to do. So, you know, it's a great opportunity.
Well, you're absolutely right, Atiya. We're going to cut away to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to show you this great home that we've been talking about and what they were able to do with this. And we'll get into the more aspects and the details of how they did this project. I'm very excited about it. It is really remarkable what happened to this property. It really, you don't even believe that it's the same home when you get through with it. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Giberson, and I am with Homebridge Financial, and we're bringing you a great new show on Cable Channel 9 at 7:30 on Saturday mornings called Building Your Dream. If you can't make it, just DVR it and look at it later, or you can contact me at 704-562-6194, and I'll send you the YouTube link. There's some exciting information we're going to show you about home renovations.
Do you watch HGTV? Are you familiar with the Property Brothers? Would you like to take an old house, buy it for cheap, and then renovate it to look like whatever you want it to? We can show you how to do that at Artistic Contractors. I'm Drew Rivas, and you can give us a call, 704-280-3934, or check out our website, www.artisticcontractorsnc.com.
I'm Ronnie Giberson. I'm with Homebridge Financial, and we're bringing you a great new show called Building Your Dream on Saturdays at 7:30 on Cable Channel 9. We really want you to join in and get some great information on how you can not only remodel and renovate your home, but how you can pay for that with one first mortgage loan. So if you can't tune in, please flip your DVR on to record, and we look forward to seeing you then.
Welcome back to Building Your Dream with Homebridge Financial, and with my guest today, Atiya Harris. What we're going to do in this segment is we're going to go over what we did in this home here in South Park area. I can't tell you how excited I am about showing you what was done to this property and the differences that this program was able to help this borrower do. And I want to point out a couple of key facts in this. One of the reasons this man did what he did is he has two daughters that had grown up here. They were around all their family and friends in the school that they had gone to, and he had two choices. He could either move or figure out a way to keep them there and update his home. And this program was exactly fit his needs, and it was also close to his work. So you can see how this can help anyone fit all those particular needs. When we went into this house, as I discussed in the first segment, this house was built in 1970, and it had wood paneling in it. And you can see in these pictures in the background that we're going to be showing you, what the interior of this house. Now, he had a kitchen and a family room that were kind of together. This room was pretty much outdated. It had everything old in it. It just looked 1970s. And what we're going to show you is how the contractor that he had to do this project for him went in and totally updated this particular room into beautiful granite countertops, all the new appliances, and took his family room, and you're not even going to think you can recognize these rooms are the same thing. They updated to tile on the walls. They took his fireplace, totally updated that. I mean, it's just absolutely remarkable. Atiya, as you were looking at that, what did you think about what happened in this house?
Well, one thing my mom always told me is that once you have a house, you can do anything with it. And this is a true example that you could do anything with it, because when you see the before, I think many people would walk in that house and be like, yikes, I don't want this house. But a person with vision, they can say, hey, we can make this change, that change, that change. And they did it. They turned this into a gorgeous piece of property.
Well, and the great thing too is, you know, the homeowner and the wife was able to take this and pretty much make it everything that she wanted it to be. And I tell you, one of the other exciting aspects of this is, as we begin to show more of this stuff, is this project cost about $60,000. We refinanced his current mortgage and we put it all into one first mortgage for him under what we call the 203K FHA program. And essentially, in this particular case, this guy's payment only went up about $22. So not only did we do $60,000 worth of work to this man's house, his payment went up $22. And then when you turn around and you net out all of the energy efficiencies that were put into this, such as the new ductwork, all the new windows that were put into it, this guy net came out better than he was before on his other house payment. So this is a great example of how you can take a home that you're living in, obviously, and turn it into something that looks just like what you see in all the builders are putting out in homes today in these new construction projects. Tell us what you think about, there was a little man cave over there and what that room looked like and what they did to this. It was really remarkable, don't you think?
Yeah, I think every man needs a man cave.
It was, and as you're seeing, I hope you're getting to see these pictures in the background right now, but this room looked like a shed or maybe a little office or something. And what the contractor was able to do is you see these little bitty windows, and there was actually some cardboard where an air conditioner had been in there before. And what they did is they took that all out, took the ceiling up, as you can see in the pictures, and put a big window there that actually goes out onto his deck, which you're going to absolutely get blown away by when we show you that. And you can just see how this thing just was transformed from just an ordinary little room into something that somebody would love to spend their time in and get away from the family, if that's the case may be, or maybe entertaining his friends out on his deck.
So we went from the shed to the man cave.
To the man cave. How do you like this little rollout window that he did there out to that too?
I loved it. I like all the features that he put in this particular room. And again, it's just a prime example of what folks can do. And I love the fact that you mentioned that even though you get a loan, the payment may not be as high as you think. You know,
that's exactly correct.
You can do this at a very affordable cost, and it's available to many folks today.
Well, you know, in getting along with that, if you were buying this house and you were trying to buy this home and then turn around and have to do all this work and try to finance it outside of your mortgage or try to pay for it out of pocket, those costs could be immensely higher to you as well. And I'll tell you something that we do know. When someone buys a house, just goes in and buys a house, they're spending between $15,000 to $20,000 on this house in the first 18 months that they own it. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know of everybody that has $15,000 to $20,000 laying around. They end up financing this through credit cards and, you know, all the various suppliers that offer you credit at much, much higher rates. You're talking about 18 to 22%. And here you are being able to get all this work done at today's mortgage rates, which have been averaging, you know, between 4.25% to 5%, depending on when you catch it. I'm amazed at how low rates have stayed for this long, but this is a great opportunity for people to capitalize on this. And I think that if you take the time and you're looking at either buying a property in a neighborhood that may need work, or you have a home that you've lived in for a while that you just haven't updated, this is the opportunity you can use to take that house and bring it into today's standards.
You know, based off of what you said, I just want to say run, Forrest, run. Because these rates, like you said, are so dirt cheap, but we see them trickling up just a little bit at a time. And being professionals in the industry for a while, maybe not as long as you, Ronnie, for a while, we know that these rates have great odds of going up very significantly, maybe not even over a long period of time. So we just want to encourage folks in the prices going up to take advantage of these opportunities now at such great costs and at such great payments.
Well, you're absolutely right, Atiya. And I got in this business in 1982. Rates were only 14 or 15% then.
Only 14 or 15 versus 4 and a quarter, right?
We were still putting mortgages on the stone tablets back in those days. But, you know, it is a great time to be purchasing a home and trying to do something along this lines. We're going to come back in the next segment, and we're going to talk a little bit about what they did to the deck and a few other things, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the details of this program and how you can get involved in it and find out if it suits your needs. So we're really excited about this. It's a great program, home renovation lending, and how you can renovate a home to your specifications. Thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Giberson, and I am with Homebridge Financial, and we're bringing you a great new show on Cable Channel 9 at 7:30 on Saturday mornings called Building Your Dream. If you can't make it, just DVR it and look at it later, or you can contact me at 704-562-6194, and I'll send you the YouTube link. There's some exciting information we're going to show you about home renovations.
You watch HGTV? Are you familiar with the Property Brothers? Would you like to take an old house, buy it for cheap, and then renovate it to look like whatever you want it to? We can show you how to do that at Artistic Contractors. I'm Drew Rivas, and you can give us a call, 704-280-3934, or check out our website, www.artisticcontractorsnc.com.
I'm Ronnie Giberson. I'm with Homebridge Financial, and we're bringing you a great new show called Building Your Dream on Saturdays at 7:30 on Cable Channel 9. We really want you to join in and get some great information on how you can not only remodel and renovate your home, but how you can pay for that with one first mortgage loan. So if you can't tune in, please flip your DVR on to record, and we look forward to seeing you then.
And welcome back to Building Your Dream with Homebridge Financial, and my guest today with Atiya Harris with Home Solutions Realty, and we've been talking about home renovations and what you can do with that product and how it can help you find your home and build your dream. Atiya, as we've been discussing about this particular house, this particular deck and what they did to it, they really just took an ordinary deck, and as you remember through the pictures, and turned this into a year-round entertainment center for themselves. And as you can see, it was just kind of an ordinary deck, needed some work anyway, and they enclosed the top, put a roof in it like this, and made it into an entertainment place for people, where that man cave opens out onto it and he can serve drinks to his guests. He likes to entertain a lot, especially during the football season. Isn't this remarkable what they did to this?
I think it's absolutely fantastic, amazing, with a touch of unbelievable to see the before and then turn around and see the
really
after.
Is.
I mean, it's kind of like, wow. I mean, everybody would want this deck. I mean, it's beautiful in the features, the unique features that they added to it as well. And it's perfect, like you said, for entertainment, parties, gatherings. It's just a great thing.
And when you have a family with young teenage girls, you know, there's always something going on at your house as well.
Are you talking about yourself, Ron?
No, I'm not talking about myself. But you know, there's always something going on in a family with a family like they do with the teenagers. They got friends over, and when you have a place for them to come to, it's always great as well. What we want to talk about as well in this particular thing is what they did to the outside of it too. As you can see, it was a brick house, and I was really surprised what they did. They actually painted the brick, which I didn't know you really could do, but they totally updated the outside of it. They put new soffits in and painted this brick and just totally modernized basically a brick ranch home in South Park that was built in 1970. Isn't it really remarkable on the outside of this too?
I think it is, and when you look at these pictures, if you're a person that lives in an existing property that have been thinking about buying something else, you might say, hey, I don't want to do that. Based off of these amazing pictures and examples that folks are taking a look at, they can actually create that for themselves.
That's exactly right, and not have to move sometimes. We're going to talk a little bit more about how this program works, but I'm really excited about a project that we just closed on. And for folks that are looking for some diamonds in the rough out there, this is definitely one of them. We have a house in Plaza Midwood. We just closed on it. It was a 785-foot square home. You know how they built a bunch of those back in the 50s and 60s.
That sounds scary.
These little brick homes. And the gentleman bought this property for $110,000. We did about $188,000 for the renovation work, and we have a contingency, and that's something important to remember, is we give you some extra money when we're doing this to make sure if anything comes up during the project. So we have, between that and the contingencies and all the things related, we had $330,000 in this project, and the home appraised for $450,000. So there's some really great opportunities out here for people to find some real gems that no one knows about, especially in these up-and-coming areas like Plaza Midwood, Noda, South Park area. There's a lot of homes like this in the area, and you know, going down Poindexter and those areas, there really are a lot of homes that you can do this with. And one of the things that you need to understand about this product is when we're lending you the money, we're buying the home at the acquisition price. You're having your contractor come out and make your bids on everything that you want done. And then we're putting in contingency money, and we also finance in everything that's involved as far as inspection fees and things of that nature that go along when you do these projects. So we're not asking you for a lot of out-of-pocket money, and we're also protecting you against having any shocks during the project that might come up that were unforeseen, because in contracting there's always something that comes up. And so we allow you to have all that comfort going into this.
Well, I believe this is a great example of equity building, and it's beautiful to know that the opportunity is not only for individuals that want to buy a primary residence, but also for real estate investors as well, such as the project that you mentioned. They can also take advantage of renovation loans.
That is correct.
Which is something that many of them need. Well,
I will tell you, and there's another aspect of it too. If anybody who's thinking about buying a second home up in the mountains, this product will work for you. Now, there's different down payments for these things. The investor's at 20% down, second home is 10% down, but there's all those opportunities and all those aspects for this product. And it's very, very exciting to know that people can now go out and purchase a home and do all this work and do it at today's rates. I just, you know, when you look at this house that we've been showing you through the program, it's just absolutely mind-boggling what happened to this place. I mean, it was just totally transformed from a 1970 house to any home that you would walk into today from a new, if you went into a new construction. I mean, you can't change the architectural aspects of it, but from an aspect of amenities and all the things that you see in properties today, you just, you know, it's just like any of them.
Well, I think this is absolutely a great opportunity, and I would love to encourage folks to connect with you outside of this program so they can get more information, because it's definitely like a miracle.
It really is. And as you've been seeing through the program, our phone numbers are flashed up there for you to see. You can contact me at 704-562-6194 to learn more about this, to see about getting qualified for a home mortgage, contacting Atiya to help you find this diamond in the rough out there, or find that perfect location on a home that may not have all the perfect things in it. I find it amazing today, and the trends that have taken place over the last, you know, really 30 years, and how things do change. And what this product allows you to do is keep up with those trends and be able to put it into your mortgage loan. Because when you go out and try to finance all this stuff on credit cards, you know what that can do to people.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to charge up the cards and then lower the credit score.
Well, that's an aspect of it too. But more importantly, just learning more about this program and how it can help you. And I encourage anyone that's out there, as you see these things and as you learn more about this, to get involved and see what it can do for you. get with Atiya, see what she can do to help you find one of these homes in the areas that you want to live in. And it doesn't have to be an old home. It can be any home out there. What we do know in today's real estate is inventories are tight on existing properties, and anything that's priced right and up to date goes quickly. It's those homes that maybe have been lived in for 20 years and nothing that's been done to them, estate homes. Those are the kinds of things. Maybe the parents moved out into another facility. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Atiya?
Once again, these homes are diamonds in the rough. You have opportunity to get them at a very great cost and then renovate them and build equity. So you actually have your house with money sitting in it. And depending on what loan type you have, for example, if you have a conventional loan, you know, once you get 20% equity, you can drop the mortgage insurance.
That's correct.
You know, there's all kind of great things that come along with these things.
Well, once again, we're very excited about bringing you this new show about home renovation and home renovation lending. It is one of the nicest aspects of my life in this business is to learn about this, and having done them for the last 20 years, to try and reintroduce this to people, because a lot of people forgot about it over the last 10 or 10 years, and now we're trying to get people back into this, learning where they can buy a home in a home area that they want to live in and the schools that they want their children to go in with all the energy efficiencies of today's modern homes. Thank you for being here with me today, Atiya, to talk about this. Thank you for joining us for Building Your Dream. We really do want to help you do that. That is one of the most exciting things for me personally about this, is watching people get a home and make it their own. Thank you for joining us. Please contact us for more information. You will have that information, as I said, it's been on the screens. Please write it down and give us a call. Thank you very much.